Hey guys, welcome back to another Skyrim mods video of 2025. As always, all mods will be down in the description if you find a mod that you like, and if you do end up liking it, don't forget to endorse that mod author after 15 minutes. And let's dive right in, and I hope you guys enjoy. Starting off with the new armor mod, this mod goes by the name Master Thief Armor, adding a unisex light armor that comes with about 3 color variants for you to pick and choose from, with every piece of the armor being modular, so you could mix and match if you prefer. This armor comes with support for 3BA, BHUNP, and Himbo if you happen to be using that, otherwise it'll just use the vanilla body for male characters, and same for female characters if you don't use any of the fancy body overhauls. However, this armor does not come with its own weapon, only the armor is provided in this mod. There is no special requirement attached to this armor, all you need to do is be able to use the Skyforge, and whenever you unlock that, then you can craft this armor. Well, technically, only being able to craft this armor at the Skyforge is considered a special requirement, but at least you don't have to wait until level 80 to complete some dungeon with a bunch of Daedra in it. The textures provided for this armor, considering the main files, is 4K for the chest piece, but for the smaller items that you equip, they are downscaled to 2K. But in the optional files, you can grab the 2K version for performance, but what's also in the optional files is a Thieves Guild armor replacer, which I highly recommend. It's 100% what I'm going to be using from now on. You can also grab the add-on for this mod, which is called the HDT-SMP Patch, which only provides physics for the 3A version for now, but by the time this video comes out, I assume other versions will be patched as well based on the description from the mod author. And yes, you do have to build your body slide first. Up next is a simple immersive mod called Immersive Weapon Switch. With this mod installed, before switching weapons, you or the enemy you're currently fighting will have to sheathe their current weapon or magic before switching. And this works when clicking from the inventory screen or just hotkeying it with your favorites menu. And even though it's not designed for that reason, this will undoubtedly make your combat harder, because now you'll be forced to use the same weapon throughout the entire fight until you finish it, or risk switching and giving your enemies a free hit. The only downside to this mod is that it's very rare for enemies to use this mod, because the main reason they do it is because they ran out of magicka and pulled out a dagger to try and fight you. Up next, a creepy audio mod, but also very immersive to be honest. This mod is called Whispers of the Daedric Princess. As you approach any of the vanilla Daedric shrines scattered across Skyrim, you will begin to hear whispers from the Daedric Prince, barely audible, but if you listen closely, the message will be there for you to listen to. And because this is an audio mod, I have to let you listen to it. Up next, a clothing mod for female characters only. This mod is called Priestess of Time, providing a very skimpy but mage battle ready outfit for you to use, coming with black and white variants, and also a separate outfit for both colors in case you want to mix and match. The first being the skirt that you saw in the beginning, and then the second version is more of a one piece with boots and gauntlets to match. This mod also comes with versions for 3BA and BHUNP, but they are separate files and not included in one mod. And also comes with its own custom claw physics that react to the wind if you have a mod for it, otherwise it just moves when you move. But as a note, this is a rework of another older mod called Time Priestess outfit, and to obtain these sets you just have to craft them at any forge and you'll be good to go. Or you can go the easy route and use an add item menu. Up next, new followers for your next adventure. This mod is called the Iceheart Sisters, and you can meet them at Whiterun at any level.
Let me check my schedule. What do you need?
You've got my attention.
The finest cuts?
Ready for battle. Lead on, my friend.
They will wander around the city, never staying in the same spot, but at nighttime you can find them with the companions just in case you lost them somehow. Neither of the sisters have special requirements to recruit them, and both of them have their own unique personalities and fight styles to match them with. You can romance them as well, but you can only marry one. And they are custom voiced and have special banters, but as of right now, they only have about over 1,000 voice lines. You can also customize their outfit through their interaction menu, but fair warning, if you don't have an armor to pick from when you choose the option, they will just opt to be naked instead. These sisters are meant to be simple, but bring more life to your Skyrim without adding a bunch of mods. And if you somehow lose them and don't have a mod like Simply Order Summons, then you can summon them with their own spell that just got added to your magic menu. Another follower mod, but this time for a vanilla follower. This mod is called Follower Dialogue Expansion, Aranea, giving her more voice lines to work with and quest awareness depending on the location and choices you make. But to unlock the dialogue, you still have to complete the Azura Star quest line. It's not going to be that easy. I think I've only done this quest about one time in 4 years.
I was once an adventurer, not unlike you. I traversed the lands of Morrowind alone, with only my magic as my guide. My family was among the most faithful devotees to the Twilight Goddess, and yet, the false gods reigned over my homeland then. The great houses shamed us, and the Ashlanders rejected us. My family was all alone on those vast lands, surrounded by enemies. Perhaps, though not entirely. Azura's magic flowed in my family's blood, that my parents and siblings could all receive visions from the Prince of Dawn and Dusk.
Up next, a massive item expansion. This mod is called Hammerfell Imports, Pedlars of Tamriel. At first glance, you'd think that this is another Khajiit Has Wares type of mod with just vanilla items on new NPCs. But no, on top of the new camel creature and a new merchant that got also added by this mod, dozens of new items for those merchants to sell were also added into your game. And it kind of makes sense why this mod is over 1 GB now. New potions, alchemy, and even food items were added into your game, all with their own custom textures and meshes, and unique names and effects that just make them stand out from anything you already have installed in your Skyrim. Right now, I'd say the meshes were closely made to resemble vanilla food and not some texture overhauls, and that's not even the best part about this mod, because this mod also adds a bunch of new weapons and shields for you to use. While the merchant does sell armors and clothing, they are the typical red guard sets that you can find in vanilla Skyrim. But the weapons and shields are fully unique. They are all above steel in terms of stats, but not overpowered, hence why you can usually buy them from the merchant for about 3,000 gold. It's a pretty hefty price now that I think about it, especially when I consider Breeze Home costs 5,000 gold, but you gotta do something with that leftover money anyway. To meet the merchant, they have a set route and you'll mainly find them near Markarth, but I do have a lot of mods touching the area and the camels did not appreciate it. It kind of started teleporting around. But other than that, this mod did work perfectly for me. This environmental mod is called the Shores of Skyrim. This mod uses base object swapper and targets the edges of Skyrim shores and replaces some of the usual clutter you'd find with new small objects. And because it uses base object swapper, no area will ever be the same because on every load there will be new sites and small items for you to find, with some of the new items being added even able to be interacted with. Like you'll now find tons of mussels spread across the area and they are very colorful and wonderfully textured. They aren't too high res because they are so small and usually packed together, but as I said with base object swapper, the next time that you view that certain area, it will look completely different. And based on the description, this is only the beginning for the mod. Future plans will include campfires and cooking fish on the beach, and tons of more debris for you to come across that includes fishing gear and more rocks, which I honestly can't wait to see. This next one is much more simple in scope. This mod is called Diverse Heights of Skyrim. And of course, there has been mods that's done this before, a ton of them, but as we all know, they had issues with NPC overhauls, but this one uses Skypatcher to eliminate pretty much all NPC conflict. So with this mod installed, you shouldn't have any more potato faces on your favorite named NPC, and they will all have different heights to truly make Skyrim just a bit more diverse. And if you do somehow find a mod that conflicts with this, your game will not break even if you have this mod installed, you just won't see diverse NPC heights. And a mod I missed, this mod is called Handheld Lanterns, HDT-SMP. This mod takes advantage of 3 lantern mods to Skyrim and adds separate versions that will allow you to equip the torch to your hand instead of your waist. And you guessed it by the title, the lantern will react to your movement. And also for those people wondering, no, you do not need any of the other lantern mods even though it is listed as optional. To make this mod work, all you need is the assets from this mod and it makes a separate version. So if you just want handheld lanterns and not the waist variant, then you can just use this mod and you can have all versions installed at once. An add-on for this mod is called Handheld Lantern Animations. This mod applies new idle animations based on the lantern equipped, using Open Animation Replacer to make it easy to install and conflict free. And honestly, because of that, I don't see any reason not to use this mod. And that was it for today, guys. Like I said in the beginning, all mods linked down below in the description, and let me know if you try any of these mods down in the comments. So don't forget to endorse mod authors, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Peace and love, guys.